Hey there and welcome back. Okay, so where are we on the journey? I had the lowest moment since I started my sort of depression recovery journey, as we know, about 2 to 3 weeks ago now. Obviously, it was nowhere near as low as where I started from because that was literally couldn't get out of bed, depressed. Now, it's a case of being relatively dysfunctional depressed, so that's a way higher level than I was at. So that, I think, is a thumbs up, box ticked for not regressing as far as I could have, or possibly could have. In having a family and responsibilities, it's on me to a degree, suck it up and figure out a strategy. In my mind, that this is all my opinion and how I'm attacking the problem. One word that really keeps coming to mind is resilience. Now, resilience, I think, is unbelievably important in life because it relates to everything. You have to be resilient in everything you do. Now, I think depression drops that level of resilience or your own personal resilience through the floor. Things throw you off track. The smallest things just stop you in your tracks, floor you, and knock you down for a day or two. And when somebody has a high level of resilience, that just gets shaken off. So I thought to myself, let's find a starting point of this low before I start rising back up. Let's find a starting point where my resilience is high. What I did to find that point was I gave myself less and less load to do in the day. So you've got your standard work day, say, in the garage. A work day in the garage and editing, you can be upwards of, 8 to 10 hours a day. Obviously that wasn't going to happen. Thus, I posted on my other channel, need a break. So I needed to lower the hours until I found a good point of resilience where I could guarantee I was going to get the new set of things done. So basically lowered the hours in the day that I was going to be productive to a point where I could say, yes, I could get it done. And that was a trial and error thing. Because if I tried to do too much, I would have no patience. I'd end up throwing things around, breaking things, doing things badly, not bothering about quality, all that kind of stuff. And I see that as a obviously that's a big flag for depression is, lack of patience and, lashing out at inanimate objects. So I kept dialing it back to a point where I could do something, keep a sane mind, not start to lose the plot and beginning, middle and end the day, or beginning, middle and end that particular job. And that ended up being at about three or 4 days where I didn't do anything. There was a lot of just kind of sitting around, harking back to the issue that I had when I started this journey of sitting in a room for a couple of days waiting for something bad to happen and doing nothing, literally nothing. So it was a similar shape to that, but it wasn't as dysfunctional as that. It was just massive kind of like mental disorganization that I just couldn't get past. So it took about 2 or 3 days just to calm down, decompress, and find kind of like an emotional set point. Then I could start to analyze where my resilience start point would be. So as I say, I just did less and less and less and less until I was healthy and happy at the end of a day. And that actually got back to probably doing 1 hour in the garage every 2 days. And I've not uploaded a video. I uploaded one the other day. Filming little bits here and there, no huge pressure on filming, and I've uploaded like one in a week, a video in a week. And as I say, doing probably an hour or two maybe every couple of days. Because that's the level of resilience I had. And I'm building on that. You know, I'm now back in the garage every day, filming a little bit more, liking the car more, not hating it. So that was the main thing I wanted to get on film and to share, was this, finding this level of resilience. Somebody who's like super healthy, super high functioning, can you imagine how high their level of resilience is and how many knocks they can take and it won't throw them off course at all? That's insane. Like, that's being like superhuman. And God, I'd love to be there one day, and I do aspire to be there. You know, I believe I can, and will be. But I'm very aware that I have to walk this path and find my way to that level of resilience in life. Because when I buy another house, you know, to base the shop out of, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on, and, you know, a lot of hard times, a lot of hard work, and I have to really have a good foundation to head into that chapter. So yeah, that's it. It's not a super long video today. I wanted to get it out because I think this finding of a start point is so important. I find, you know, I took my ego out of it. I was like, you know, what can I do? And my ego was like, oh, you can do more than that. But your ego, for me, will get me in trouble. It's finding that start point where you beginning, middle, and end your day at whatever level of productiveness, and putting a leg out of bed is productive. If that's your beginning, middle, and end, pat yourself on the back, and that's awesome. And then be honest with yourself and hope that tomorrow there's 2 steps. That's the positive track that has helped me so far, and that's what I'm trying to recreate now at this new stage. So again, pressure levels are a lot lower than they were like a month ago as I started to unravel. And we're slowly walking the path to a higher level of resilience. Thanks for watching. See you next time.